I'm going to show you how to do a third loop join, which is a special kind of slip stitch for when you are crocheting into the third loop of a project. Now at the end of row 1 of my dragon scale glasses pouch, it's a little trickier because you're joining into the starting chain rather than into a whole stitch. So I'll show you how to do it both ways. You want to pull your working loop up a little bit taller, and you're going to stick your hook into the top of that chain from back to front. Okay, and then you get your working loop back on the hook. This keeps wanting to twist on me. Get it back onto the hook and pull it through just like you would with the slip stitch. And then you can pull it nice and tight. So continuing on to row 2, you're going to chain 1 and crochet into that third loop. Again, being a starting chain, it's a little bit, I don't know, it just looks kind of awkward. It might be a bit tight to work your hook in there, but it's definitely easier when you're crocheting into the full stitch, for example. Okay, so you just crochet around, and I will meet back when it's time to do the next third loop join. Okay, now I've come to the end of the row. Here, this here is my last stitch. This actually is the last stitch of the previous row. It looks like it could be my last stitch of this row, but it's just kind of something you have to get used to, identifying stitches. And I kind of apologize, this blue yarn is a little hard to see with the blue hook, but hopefully this tutorial is still helpful. So into my last stitch on row 2, this little loop right here is what shows of my slip stitch from the end of row 1. So again, pull that loop bigger, and my first stitch is kind of collapsed. It looks a little short and wonky, but this join will pull it up to height. So stick that hook in from back to front, pull the loop back onto the hook, and pull it through. And that's your third loop join.